Hello again, everybody. Welcome to yet another beautiful spring day. I'm in east of England in a town called Thetford to trace the steps of the last Maharaja of the Sikh Empire, Maharaja Duleep Singh.
Duleep Singh was the youngest of seven sons of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, ruler of the Sikh Empire. His mother was Maharani Jind Kaur, who was the last wife of the king. When he was only 5 years old, he ascended the throne of Sikh Empire following the death of his father and all his older brothers. When the British won the Second Anglo-Sikh War, Duleep Singh was just 9 years old. The British separated him from his mother, took most of his possessions, the most famous of which is the Kohinoor diamond. Jind Kaur was removed from Punjab. The East India Company placed the Maharaja under the care of Army Surgeon Dr. John Logan, who had a huge influence on him. He was brought up in an anglicized manner and even had to convert to Christianity. In May 1854, at the age of 15, he arrived in Great Britain and he was the first person of Sikh heritage in the United Kingdom. He was settled in east of England, which is where our trail begins. The first stop is the town of Thetford in Norfolk County. This is the ancient house, which is a museum. It was purchased by Duleep Singh's son, Prince Frederick, in 1921. He paid for its restoration and gifted it to the people of Thetford to be used as a public museum. The Ancient House Museum opened in 1924. In 2024, the Thetford Museum turned 100, and to celebrate, the Sikh community of the United Kingdom collaborated to set up an excellent exhibition on the life of Maharaja Duleep Singh and his family in East of England. This is the Bible that was given by Lord Dalhousie to Duleep Singh when he was ready to move from India to the United Kingdom. These are fake stones, by the way. That's not the real Kohinoor, which is in the Tower of London. This one is a picture. The original portrait of young Duleep Singh is in Osborne House in Isle of Wight. It was the favorite holiday home of Queen Victoria, and she went there often with her husband Prince Albert, their children, and their friends like Duleep Singh. These are some people who had influenced Duleep Singh when he was under British guardianship. This is the stone that marked the temporary resting place of Maharani Jind Kaur. She had died in London and was taken to Kensal Green Cemetery. But she had wished to be cremated following Sikh rites, though it was then illegal in England. So the Maharani's body stayed at the cemetery till her son got permission to take it to India for the final rites. The exhibition gives us a glimpse of the comfortable life the Singh family had in England, but it also tells us of the tremendous challenge they faced, particularly Duleep Singh, probably carrying the trauma of being separated from his home, his mother having to immigrate to a foreign place and adopt to a different lifestyle. With this thought in mind, I walked towards Guildhall, where Prince Frederick had donated part of his collection of 16th century paintings. He was a generous man and had donated the Duleep Singh Collection of books to Thetford Library. A short walk from the centre of the town, by the river Thet, in a beautiful park, is the Maharaja Duleep Singh Memorial Statue. This life-size bronze statue was commissioned by the Maharaja Duleep Singh Centenary Trust and was unveiled by the Prince of Wales, who is now the King of England Charles, in 1999. It is the first major piece of Sikh public art outside India and is an important symbol of Sikh heritage. Maharaja Duleep Singh is known to have funded the education of at least one boy from his estate in East England, and Prince Frederick was a keen supporter of one of the oldest schools of the country, Thetford Grammar School. All these places are within walking distance, but for the next destination, I had to take the car. Duleep Singh was famously known for his love for hunting. He purchased Warren Lodge on a 99-year lease with the condition that the ground must not be broken. When he had trees planted, he broke the terms of the agreement and action was taken. However, the Maharaja won the case and continued to shoot rabbits and other game on a much larger scale. The next stop is St. Andrew and St. Patrick Church in the outskirts of Thetford. It was Maharaja Duleep Singh's local church and he was a patron. In 1869, he fully restored it at a cost of £1,100, which was and still is a lot of money. The graves of the Maharaja, his first wife, the Maharani Bamba Mulla, and their youngest son can be seen in the churchyard. Maharani Bamba was the first to be buried in the churchyard in 1887. Then in 1893, at the tender age of 13, Edward Albert tragically died and was buried beside his mother. The same year, Maharaja Duleep Singh passed away in his sleep, alone in a hotel room in Paris. Although he had wished to be buried where he had died, his family brought him back to their family home in England to be buried beside his wife and son. This place is frequented by members of the Sikh community of Great Britain who still hold him in high regard. The final stop of this trail is the 17,000-acre estate bordering Suffolk and Norfolk, Elveden Hall. Duleep Singh purchased it in 1849 and commissioned architect John Norton to completely redesign it to resemble an Indian palace. He brought exotic birds and animals to the grounds and hosted extravagant hunting parties. This was the family home of Maharaja Duleep Singh, his first wife Maharani Bamba Mulla, and their 6 children. He does not have any direct descendant left, and after his death it was purchased by the Guinness family. It is their private property now, but they do have a couple of posh hotels, restaurants, and a farm shop for us to enjoy. We had lunch at the Elveden Inn. It was lovely and it is dog friendly. That brings me to the end of the Maharaja Duleep Singh Trail. For more information, relevant links as well as book suggestions, please check the caption of this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.